CBDC is only one type of publicly issued digital currency that would be backed by the government of the United States of America, and Federal Reserve would be the entity responsible for issuing and regulating it. This might be utilized as an alternative to the systems of payment that are already in use, and it would provide the benefits of fast payment settlement, a channel for international trade, and increased financial inclusion. An investigation into digital currencies supported by governments has been initiated in more than 130 countries. Trial projects have already been initiated in Saudi Arabia, India, and potentially even the United States of America itself. It is possible that a digital European test program will be formed as early as the year 2028. The remarkable velocity at which XRP has developed can be attributed to Amit's rising and obvious disclosures of the benefits of digital currency. The United States government is expected to start accepting XRP for payment services in the near future, which is a significant advance from the initial forecasts for groundbreaking. People's perspectives of this situation have shifted as a result of recent statements made by prominent members of Congress. Previously, this situation was considered to be beyond the realm of possibility in the country. First things first, before we dive in, before we get into the subject for today, the housekeeping needs to be done. If you would be so kind as to join our lively community, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notifications feature. During the very first few seconds of this video, the individual brought attention to it. There is a persuasive argument that has been made by a prominent congressman for the United States to implement a central bank digital currency known as CBDC. As far as the XRP ledger is concerned, this action is in accordance with the objectives of the British nations, Brazil, Russia, and India. It is abundantly evident that these developments are supported by evidence, and this perception is mirrored in the growing amount of speculation. It is also projected that China and South Africa will initiate the development of a global central bank and distribution system, which will be known as CBDC. Ripple's links with governments and financial systems in the British nations are well established, and the use of the XRP ledger in conjunction with Ripple's linkages has great potential for the future of global finance. As a result of an article published in Forbes titled "The New Bitcoin's XRP Discussions Regarding the Potential of XRP Have Risen," there is a possibility that XRP will reach $1.59 for SE2. However, in my opinion, a more reasonable and logical valuation for XRP, especially after its incorporation into global CBDCs and central banks, would be in the region of $10,000 to $35,000 per coin. This is because some people may consider $60,000 per XRP to be an unduly ambitious estimate. There are a number of highly influential financial professionals, analysts, and veterans from prestigious organizations such as Wells Fargo and Wall Street who have altered their thoughts regarding XRP. This is not a secret. A high valuation for XRP is currently gaining popularity as a logical result, taking into consideration the significant role it plays in the transactions of digital currency by central banks. This is an outstanding result. At first, a lot of people had a negative attitude of XRP. The fact that XRP and Ripple were fundamentally developed to support CBDC payments is a particularly notable feature that contributes to this thesis. Initially, there was a controversy regarding the position of XRP, and there were arguments regarding whether or not it qualified as a legal asset. This is the shift in attitude that the United States government has taken. Or safety, on the other hand, this viewpoint has experienced a significant amount of change. In addition to recognizing XRP as a legitimate digital asset, the United States government is currently active in its efforts to include it into the activities of the United States government. In order to solve this issue, the government is presently integrating XRP into official systems and formally labeling it as a cryptocurrency that is no longer secure. In recent times, there has been a significant shift in the idea that members of Congress who hold XRP have expressed the opinion that XRP ought to be classified as a digital asset rather than a digital security. There has been a substantial change brought about by this reclassification. Furthermore, we have learned via reports that the Federal Reserve has reaffirmed its aim to use XRP on a global scale. This is in relation to the legislative framework that governs the United States of America. To be more specific, it indicates that the United States of America will start utilizing XRP on December 31st, 2023, in accordance with the ISO 4217 standard. My conversations with XRP holders have frequently focused on their exit strategy and the time frame in which they want to liquidate their holdings of the cryptocurrency as the holiday season draws near. We are getting closer and closer to this date. Many individuals believe that the price of XRP might reach $11,000 or even $110,000, and they aim to remain invested in the cryptocurrency until these price levels are met. On the other hand, it is obvious that not everyone will do this. Stay away from the temptation to sell your home soon in order to obtain instant benefits such as a luxurious automobile or, for many, a property that is robust. A piece of advice that is really important is relevant in this scenario. Do not give in to the temptation of selling your XRP before it has reached the objectives that you have established for yourself. When it comes to the Bitcoin industry, the phrase explosion perfectly describes the situation. The number of them is what? A big increase is something that we anticipate. The recent actions taken by the Securities and Exchange Commission, particularly those taken within the past 24 hours, have the potential to result in a 100-fold increase in value, has engaged in conversation with all of the issuers of Bitcoin exchange-traded funds ETFs, and their direction is clear: these issuers are required to initiate the transition from cash creations exclusively to in-kind redemptions in their files. This is not just another round of discussions, it is a more comprehensive discussion. It is a matter that is ended. With regard to the fees and other financial concerns that are involved with Bitcoin exchange-traded funds ETFs, Gary Gensler, the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission SE, appears to be orchestrating these changes in his actions, suggesting a conspiracy to enrich Wall Street allies. Meanwhile, the specifics are being altered as we speak. G is fully conscious of the fact that the actions he makes have the power to issue the market with the metaphorical green light. This appears to be a tale that has been written in preparation, and it has been prepared in advance, are happening just as one would have predicted. Take a look at this chart from 2015 to provide evidence for this. Its pattern suggests a clear reversal curve that implies an imminent change in the condition of altcoins from red to green, or the commencement of a parabolic rise in market capitalization, a movement that is probably going to be led by institutional money. Both of these indicators are indicating that the next transition will occur. The amount of money that is on the sidelines is startling, as indicated by the approvals of exchange-traded funds ETFs. Not only is this growing, but we are also talking about the possibility of $30 trillion worth of fresh money entering the market. It represents a significant shift and a turning point for the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem, taking into consideration the dynamics that are now unfolding in the Bitcoin market. The SEC has been the primary focus of Gary Gensler's business activities. However, many people believe that he has been diverting attention by concentrating on blue-chip Bitcoin, despite the fact that he professes to be pursuing non-compliance. But let's take Algorand as an illustration, shall we? Since October, its value has increased by a factor of 3, which is a striking contrast to the narrative that the SEC was telling just 2 months ago. In spite of the fact that it was only worth 8 cents, this pattern suggests that it has been portrayed as a cause for concern. When we get closer to the year 2024, this could be a distraction from more crucial breakthroughs. This is a really clear and obvious story. There will be a complete dominance of tokenization and central bank digital currencies, often known as CBDCs. In addition, Ripple's recent declaration that about $30 trillion is ready to enter the market lends further credibility to this assertion. It is practically 100% certain that the 10th of January is an important day. Shortly, there will be occurrences that will go down in history. The actions and positions taken by politicians like Biden and Trump, particularly in the hours leading up to elections, are going to attract a level of attention that has never been seen before in the markets of the United States and around the world. Regarding the Bitcoin sector, this extends beyond the confines of a particular country or region. As an illustration, there is a change around the planet. ETF applications are being prepared by COM at this time. It is signaling its willingness to adopt the shift concurrently by presenting itself as a cryptocurrency. The United Kingdom is doing this. In general, these occurrences point to a bright prognosis for the industry and are a sign of a bigger trend in which governments are becoming aware of digital assets and adopting them into their financial systems. As the election season gets closer, it is anticipated that there will be a greater focus on cryptocurrencies and